Hey guys, Christian Duke from StrengthAddicts.com. It's October 7th, 11:35 p.m., fourth week of no caffeine. So right now I'm about to drop dead, but I made the video in Spanish and here it is in English. I am going to be doing some extensive Arnold Classic Europe coverage. The Arnold Classic is October 9th through the 11th. My friend Dion Friedland from North Miami Beach is going to be doing it, and several others that I look up to, especially fans throughout the world in the StrengthAddicts.com family. Join our group, facebook.com/StrengthAddicts. We're up to about 28,000 likes worldwide. And so I would be remiss if I didn't cover this contest. It's very important. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the competitor list for the IFBB Pro level. And I'm going to give you my predictions for the top three at this contest and why I believe that that's how the cookie will crumble, or whatever expression. I'm too tired now. So, the Arnold Classic competitors list. We have Baito Abaspor from Iran, Carlos Asensio from Spain, top 10 Lionel Biecki from France, Brandon Curry from the United States. That's the top 10, but that's from the Olympia. Clarence Davis from Belgium, Oleg Emelianov from Russia, Tony Freeman, the X-Man, Kai Green, two-time Olympia runner-up, two-time Arnold Classic champion, Phil Heath, three-time Mr. Olympia, current reigning champion, Huntington Glanville from the United Kingdom, Michael Kefalianos from Australia, Martin Kolestrom from Sweden, Alexei Lesukov from Russia. Lesukov is actually noteworthy because earlier in the year he basically called out Jay Cutler, and he's got a very impressive physique, a lot of mass, a lot of beef. I don't know if Lesukov is 2013's version of Fedorov. I don't know, but a lot of hype from Russia. So let's see what he's going to bring. I don't know if I mentioned this, but it's my fourth week without caffeine. So around this time, I'm about to pass out. But I'm going to continue because I'm a trooper. Victor Martinez, Dominican Republic. Again, I don't think Victor. I don't know. I liked Victor. 2007, and he was your own crown Mr. Olympia. And I mean that with all due respect to Jay Cutler, but I don't know. I think he can come back one day, and I think Victor Martinez still has a Mr. Olympia in him. I think he could do it again, but I don't know about this year. Ben Pekulski from Canada, Robert Piotrowicz from Poland. Actually, Robert Piotrowicz, I don't know if he's going to be doing it, but he's got an impressive physique. A lot of these Eastern European guys are pretty freakish, actually, and I did want to put that out there. Sean Roden, USA, fourth in this year's Olympia, third last year. Ronnie Coleman Signature Series sponsored athlete, very impressive. I had him to win this year's Olympia. He got fourth. Fred Smalls, United States. Rolly Winkler from Curacao. Curacao is a Dutch colony in the Caribbean, but insane physique. Again, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a fan of Winkler's physique, but he's very good, and a lot of people had him ahead of Jay. So and then Dennis Wolf from Germany. So my prediction for the Arnold Classic Europe. Here's my prediction. I think Dennis Wolf's gonna win. I'm gonna tell you why. Dennis Wolf impressed a lot of people at this year's Olympia, and I don't think anybody's going to deny that. I also think if he took third, there must have been judges that had him second in front of Kai, and there might have been a judge or two that had him in first place. He came in incredibly dry, incredibly crisp, good hand glue tie-in, which has always been an issue for him. He excellent poser, never had a problem with that, a crowd favorite. But not only that, everything I just said, but add to the fact that he's from Germany, add to the fact that this is the Arnold Europe, add to the fact that I don't believe that the judges in Europe necessarily have the same criteria as the judges in Las Vegas. Now, of course, everybody's an IFBB judge and everybody has to have an eye for bodybuilding. But, Olympia, it's all about mass, it's all about size. I think that in Europe and other places, even the Arnold Classic in Columbus, Ohio, I don't think rewards mass to the same extent as they do in Las Vegas. And I think that someone like, Dennis Wolf, I was going to say Victor Martinez, but it's actually true. Victor Martinez doesn't have to play that size game. He could actually do really well in a non-Olympia stage. But no, I think Dennis Wolf is the shoe-in to win. This is his contest to lose. This is Europe. This is his home court. This is his backyard. And, you know, there's probably going to be a truckload of German fans there. I mean, you know, you're talking about from Germany to Spain. It's like I'm not a geography. Well, I am a geography expert, but not a geography fan. But from Germany to Spain, I would think would be, you know, very doable. It's the European continent, and you know, it's very doable as far as them going to the show. But this is his backyard. I mean, this is where, you know, he's from. This is stomping ground. So I think that there's the fact that, you know, he came so close. He cracked that top three in Las Vegas this year. The fact that a lot of people had him in front of Kai Green. Also, the fact that I don't think that Phil Heath and Kai Green are going to take this contest as seriously as they did the Mr. Olympia. I mean, why should they? The Mr. Olympia is the Super Bowl of bodybuilding, and anything besides it falls second place. Even the Arnold Classic in Columbus, as great of a show as it is, in some years it's been a better show, more entertaining than Mr. Olympia. But in terms of bodybuilding cred, the Mr. Olympia is like the top of the mountain. It's, you know, Mount Everest. So I just don't think that Phil and Kai are going to treat this event as seriously as the Mr. O. And if that's the case, and Dennis Wolf does treat it as serious as the Mr. O, and he wins, then I think it creates a very, very interesting playing field for 2014, because what you'll have is Phil Heath winning the Olympia, Kai Green challenging that victory, Dennis Wolf winning the Arnold Classic Europe, and maybe Kai Green winning the Arnold Classic Columbus. The point is that neither Phil nor Kai will recognize Dennis winning this show. Dennis will have won it, and Europe is a hotbed for bodybuilding. And I just think it would be just great to have, you know, it would be like boxing. You know how in boxing you've got like 5 or 6 different levels, you have like 3 major belts. I think it would be great to have Dennis Wolf as your Arnold Classic Europe champion, maybe Kai Green as your Arnold Classic champion, and then Phil Heath as your defending Mr. Olympia. You would have 3 major title holders going into Las Vegas next year, just battle it out. And you'd have Dexter Jackson and you'd have Jay Cutler, because I believe that Dexter and Jay are just going to be around for like the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. They're not going anywhere. They're going to be in that top 6 for a long ass time. And like they said at this year's Olympia, like Dexter Jackson said, if anybody slips, the blade will be right there to take that sand out. They may have another sand out, each of them, because that's just how good they are. Why would they retire? That doesn't make any sense. Ronnie retired, but Dexter and Jay are not Ronnie. They're not Dorian. They're Dexter and Jay. Also, I think it's very interesting that neither one of the 2 other Mr. Olympias are going to be at the Arnold Classic Europe. I think it's Dexter. I think it's Dennis Wolf's show to lose. I think it'll be first Dennis Wolf, second Phil Heath, third Kai Green. What's your prediction?